with another man. I was thrown into confusion from the world I thought was true. It's nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed. Wondering how much lower can I go? Even though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain upon the world. I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're hurled. I was once a good man. Now I'm living in this hell. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? So I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
Say make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money.
Say take money, money, take money, money, money.
Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I can spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Chill, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is gonna try to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'ma talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around.
What's up, fellas?
Remy gave me the sign. I need that Skrilla on the
Hamilton, Judge! All the homies are in the chat, man. Another hard day at McDubs. Oh, man. Once again, I'm smelling salty and oily. I saw Savvy came in to get some fries today. He came in to get some fries today, and he was looking pretty good. I haven't seen him in a while, so it was good to see him. He ordered some fries, and his wife was there, and he was telling me to go to his wife's shop to buy some crypto merch. It was awesome, man. Anyways, what's going on? Nabil said I sold my OP bag early, man. OP is a hodl for me, bro. Samson, Dylan, the market is boring, Jordan. No flipping flapjacks, bro. We all know that, man. I'm telling you, I'm more bored than you guys. So if you guys think you're bored, I am more bored than you. Okay, I am willing to bet you that. Incog, what's up, man? Fahid. Let's see. Keith said Mick Fish. Yeah, the ice cream machine broke today, guys, again. We had to call in the mechanic to come get the ice cream machine broken because, I mean, it is what it is. So basically, we called the mechanic. The mechanic came. You know, this was basically how it went. Yo, bro, can you fix the damn ice cream machine? Well, yes, they hired me to fix the ice cream machine. No wonder why it doesn't work. I'm an idiot. Okay, I will fix ice cream machine. Okay, let's just put this little piece back here. Okay, it comes out good enough. Yes, it's good enough. Oh shit, there's an error code. Well, I don't care. It'll break again, and I will get paid more, so I can FOMO. I want the ice cream machine to break. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. They will never know, and they will call me next week, and I will make more money next week. Yes. Okay, I'm at the hip. Basically how it goes. Did you guys know that's a fact, by the way? Basically, the company that does the ice cream machines for McDonald's, they purposely make the McDonald's machines worse than the other models that they make. So basically, they can make more money fixing the machines every single time. I watched a documentary on this. Well, me and Maj watched a documentary on this. Why? Yeah, they signed a life contract with this company that makes their ice cream machines. You might say, why does their ice cream machine go down all the time? The company does it on purpose, so that McDonald's always has to call them and get it fixed. It's recurring revenue over time. It's pretty genius if you think of me. My thing is, why don't they cancel this thing? I guess they can. They have some blackmail on them or something like that, you know? Skillful. Griff said crap, Link is moving up. Let's get Link pumping, man. You know what? I don't want to believe in the Link curse anymore, okay? I want Link to go up, man. You know what I mean? And the error messages are cryptic. Yeah, I watched that documentary, man. The error messages are literally not meant to be known what they mean. So they're just guessing on how to fix it. Anyways, enough about McDubs, okay? It was too long of a day over there. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Bitcoin. Well, we talked a little bit about yesterday how the volatility is at all-time lows. Okay, we have not gone this long of a time for Bitcoin, right? In having the weekly Bollinger Bands that are tighter than the history of Bitcoin, and also that the Bitcoin volatility on the 2-week chart is approaching a level that it's only approached twice in its history, and basically just describes how flat the market is. We haven't seen Bitcoin be this flat other than 2 other times in history. It's pretty crazy, right? Well, today, if we take a look, nothing crazy happened today. The only crazy thing that happened today, which I don't even think it's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. Today, we did finally meet the trend line, okay? So the hopium trend line. Thank frickin' Jesus.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Up there, man. We finally did reach the trend line of, you know, you might call it a hopium trend line. You might call it, you know, a trend line, okay? Whatever. But we did reach this trend line where we have gotten we started back here in December. We got a bounce here in March. We got a bounce here in June. And now we find ourselves again today getting a little bit of a dump today. But once again, finding annoying support. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is we keep finding support here. But we did come and tag that today, and we got a decent reaction off of it. Nothing crazy. The volume is still so low. There is literally no volume on this move today. Zero, zilch, nada. But we did technically tap that trend line today. Okay, so it's something to watch out for, and it's something to keep some tabs on and see how this kind of progresses. But it's a first step. Okay, now is the test, as we have back tested the bull market support band, and we've also back tested the trend line, the opium trend line. Right, and now we got to decide, okay, are we going to find some bounce? Volume's been pretty lackluster so far. Sometimes it can be. And we sort of said this week, this would be a perfect week for some like really bad news or some really good news. Either really bad news to like mark a low, typically bad news marks lows, or some random good news that's really good, right? It just makes sense. We haven't seen it yet, but here we are at the trend line of hope. So take that for what you will. I do have a little wedge formed here, okay, on the daily time frame. It's whatever, man. And we had a wedge here, broke to the upside. Slight wedge. There's only 2 touches on the top side. I would like to see one more touch, but we do have another wedge that's possibly forming here for Bitcoin too. So as it stands right now, it's a lot of the same, fellas. What do we got? There is literally no volume on Bitcoin. Literally none. It's pointless to look at the freaking chart. All right? Wake me up when I get that Coinbase notification that Bitcoin is up 5% of the day. Besides that, I don't give a flying F what Bitcoin's doing. Christ, man, there's no one buying or selling. There's no one doing anything. It's just hodlers at this point. All right? Christ, man. These hodlers need to give up so I can buy lower. I miss the lows. There's no volume on this shit. Yeah, that's what we got. Mike, put out some Clint Corners YouTube shorts. Clint, when are we getting Clint's Corner, man? You don't have to put a stop to the nonsense. Come on, man. I need to see some Clint's Corner, bro. That's what I need to see. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. Let's see. Hoffs, it's a curse. Clint's Corner was canceled because of me. It's all right. We all cancel shit. I canceled the Cam Fam. Clint canceled Clint's Corner. Soon Mike's going to start a channel. He's probably going to end up talking about, you know, how good Chip's movie is. And he's going to cancel that too. He's going to make 2 episodes. He's not going to know what to talk about, and he's going to cancel his channel too. You know what I mean? So don't take Mike's shit, okay? He's going to start a Chips channel. It's and it's going to be over. All right? Key said more like get Clint's Corona. Yeah, man. I don't know if Clint's in the box wine tonight. It's not really a box wine day. We're about to get a thunderstorm in about 50 minutes. I love when there's thunderstorms in the background. You can just listen to them. There's nothing better than a thunderstorm in the background, dude. Literally nothing. Anyways, besides that, Bitcoin, once again, we looked at the trend line, looked at the bull market support band. Here it is on the weekly. We've talked about a bunch of billion times that Bitcoin should just be making higher lows at this point in the cycle. We should not go and test 25K again. If we do, we're probably going to be seeing worse things happening than 25K. So everyone who's calling for 25K, in my opinion, if you're calling for 25K, in my opinion, you're calling for lower than that. And typically in Bitcoin's history, if it's going to play out like it has in the past, we should not test the breakout of our range at the lows more than once. We should only test it one time. Right there. Smells good?
Yeah.
What smells? That smells good. I don't know what that smells like, but I like it. I can't smell right now. Grip said he will start a channel at a bombs. Chips and Chilies is my channel name. Chips and Chilies. I like that, man. You could dip the chips in the chili, you know? I like that. I like that channel name personally, you know? All right. Besides that, Thursday is CPI day. Now, these have been completely pointless. CPI days, FOMCs, they've been so pointless the last few months. They've been almost irrelevant. But what I think is interesting going into this CPI is it seems like every CPI, it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. what I think about is interesting about this CPI, and we know we've been talking about inflation coming down as everyone's saying it's gonna go back up. Forex Factory currently has CPI projections of inflation actually going up, right? So the previous was 3%. On Thursday, they're projecting 3.3% for inflation, which I think is very interesting because we've been following Trueflation the whole year, and Trueflation's done a really good job at telling the trajectory of inflation. You know, I think we've done a pretty good job of saying, okay, inflation's going to come down. It's projecting 3.3%, but if you look at Trueflation, we have stalled here at the low twos, which is exactly where the Fed wants to get, by the way. Let's see. But according to Trueflation, which I think is actually more accurate than the Fed numbers, because it's real-time data, the Fed's numbers are like these outdated dyno data that they get from 2 months before. They're using like dyno data. Trueflation's showing that we've been in the low twos the entire month of July, right? So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And if that maybe could be some type of catalyst where if the market's projecting 3.3% on inflation, what if it comes in lower than 3%? What if it comes in 2.9, 2.8, 2.7? Could get a little interesting, right? So we'll see, right? I'm not going to guess because I think they basically fake these numbers whatever way they want to push the market. I think it's kind of bullshit anyways. But we'll see, right? That's coming on Thursday. So that could be something that maybe gives us a little bit of juice or a little bit of juice to the downside, depending on what happens. But yeah, so that's what we got on that front. And I'm trying to see. Maybe feel a breeze. You guys talk about the Saints? Oh, the Saints, man. Oh, the Saints. You guys got David Carr as your quarterback? Lord. David freaking Carr?
Bruh.
It's all right. Pat's got Mac Jones, so I can't talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, the Pat's got Mac Jones, bro. It's not that too much better. Anyways, in the markets, NASDAQ got a little bounce back up today as we were sort of saying, okay, we're back at these previous highs. Would make sense for a little bit of a bounce. We got a nice little bullish engulfing candle on the daily on the NASDAQ. Bullish engulfing candle on the S&P. Dow Jones had a massive day today. Not only a bullish engulfing, but you're almost back at the high. So some good bounces over here in the stock market today, which is definitely helping keeping Bitcoin up. And some altcoins that moved today. Optimism's up another 5%. Optimism just keeps rolling, man. This one just keeps rolling from that low. Best layer 2. I like it better than Matic, better than Arbitrum. OP is the one, man. No, just kidding. I like Arbitrum too, but OP, I've been saying OP is the best one in my opinion. OP's been rocking. You guys saying Chainlink's it's getting a small bounce. It's kind of a pussy bounce. You know what I mean? So small little bounce for Chainlink, nothing crazy. You know, I wouldn't say that's anything significant there on Chainlink, but small little bounce. Bitcoin Cash, 7%. Besides that, you got the altcoin market, generally speaking, a little bit of a slow bleed, which is cool because if we look at total 3 and kind of like we've been saying and you know, what we're looking for total 3 at this point is just continuing to make higher lows. So if we look at the Wyckoff schematic, any pullback, we just want to see obviously a higher low than the basically the low down here. So we could see a pullback all the way over here, slow bleed over the course of the next few months. But I want to stay in this zone, and this is the accumulation zone for me, right in here. And I'm personally like, I wouldn't mind if the altcoin market still continued to slow bleed down. I think the strong ones will remain strong, as in I don't think they're going to test the lows again. Like, I don't think like Chainlink's going to test the lows again, or Optimism's going to test the lows again, unless Bitcoin literally just pukes. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of the ones that I want to buy could test the lows again and could still continue to just slow bleed down. like PYR, right? This one could just slow bleed down to the downside. I'd be cool with that. Rose could just continue to slow bleed down to the downside, which I'd be cool with, man. Because I want a DCA over this for the next, until the end of this year, basically. Until January 2024, I just want to keep DCA into this shit. Arbitrum. If Arbitrum just wants to keep slow bleeding down, bring it on, boy. I'll keep scooping this shit up. But yeah, I guess I think that the strong ones will kind of hold, relatively speaking, but the weak ones will continue to kind of just maybe slow bleed down in the weekly, which is cool. I mean, the lower we can get to the lows, the better. But yeah, that's the market, man. I mean, there's not too much else going on. Fear and Greed Index was at a 49. Still looking for some fear. I would love some fear in the market. We haven't seen any fear, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just one little day of fear. I would love like a 40 on the fear and greed, just to get people's like, you know, just to get people like a little bit up in arms and people panicking a little bit. Those are the best. But still haven't seen that. But yeah, that's what we got, guys. All right, let's talk about pizza. Let's see. I go back to Texas tomorrow. Nice. Texas is probably hot as shit right now. like Texas or Florida or Arizona in August are probably insufferable. You know what I mean? Like, especially Florida. I think Florida is probably the most insufferable in the summertime. At least Texas and Arizona are kind of dry, you know? Like, if you're going down to Florida in July or August, good Lord, you're going to have 100 degrees and the most humid temperature in the world. I know some of you guys live in Florida, by the way. Hamilton said, Jordan, you are the best in the grand scheme of things. Thank you, Hamilton, man. That made my day. I appreciate that. Thank you for just being here every single day. Guys, the best thing you guys can do during this time, okay? Sometimes the best thing you guys can do is hit the like button. I'm an honest guy. You hitting the like button right now is really not going to do anything because there ain't new people coming into crypto. But what I want you guys to do, the best thing you guys can do right now is just come and hang out with your boy. You know what I mean? Just come and hang out. That's it. And then when the market starts to pick up again, you want to start hitting that like button again, by all means. But right now, it ain't really going to do much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anyone new going, oh, I'm interested in crypto right now. It's just not how this market works. The new peeps don't start coming in, watching YouTube channels and YouTube videos until the market's green. You know what I mean? So that's what we got. Texas was 111 today. Holy shit! 111? Dude! That's crazy, man. 111 degrees. At least Texas is dry. That's the thing. Like, almost sometimes 110 and dry might be better than 90 and humid. Maj, you agree with that, right?
Oh, I'm trying to pick something else.
110 and dry versus 90 and humid.
Yes,
Yeah, she agrees with me. Exactly, Clint. The best thing you can do is tell boss what we really think. Thank you, Clint. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Clint. Clint comes and watches every day, you know. Box wine deep. You gotta love Clinty too. Let's see. Texas is humid? Is it? I don't think Texas is humid, man. I think Texas, maybe parts of Texas, maybe if you're on the ocean. But like, are we talking like Austin and Dallas?
You don't have to be by the water to have humid.
Excuse me?
Like my parents, where they live, there's humid.
Poland's humid?
Huh. They don't live by the ocean.
Oh, okay.
By the sea.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, you learn something new every day. Jesus doesn't like Wyckoff patterns? Oh, Jesus loves Wyckoff patterns. Nothing's really changed, guys. I mean, it's just the market's slow, right? So everything we've kind of talked about over the last few months is still the same shit. The market just hasn't moved, you know? Like, for instance, why is this like this, man? Let's get back over here. Total 3, right? Nothing's really changed. I still believe that we're in this phase right here. It's just this is, we sort of said that this point right here is usually a long, grueling phase for the whole market, right? This isn't something that we're just going to get over in 5 days. You know, like this is a long, grueling phase right here. This could come all the way here, bounce, come back down again. You know what I mean? Like you could do something like this. This is a long, grueling phase for the altcoin market. Usually like this point here. This isn't something that you get through pretty quick. So nothing's really changed, man. It's just like you just kind of wait it out at this point. You know, we got the nice move from the lows. Now we're getting a pullback. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Same thing for Bitcoin. Like it's not like anything really changed for Bitcoin. You're still above the bull market support band. You've been making higher highs and higher lows the whole year. Nothing's changed. It's just boring, you know. And but the boring times and the times where you guys can see it, man, when everyone's dipping, okay, and it's not just based off YouTube metrics or Twitter metrics, or you can go on Google Trends, right? Go look at all your favorite coins on Google Trends. They're going to be at lows, right? That's when like you want to be looking and doing some research. Maybe not, you're not ready to be buying. Okay, cool. But at least have the stuff that you want to do, right? Look into things, look into your favorite charts, look into your favorite fundamentals, and have it ready to go. My plan is, and you guys have to make your own plan, for the next, I've sort of said this, 2023 is the year I'm just trying to stack as much shit as possible, as much shit that I can afford to lose, okay? So that's what I've been doing, okay? And now, okay, we've gotten Bitcoin, we've gotten ETH. Now I'm focused on the altcoin market over the course of the next, I mean, I can extend this out to the halving. I mean, it depends where the market is, right? But at least into the end of this year, like this period right here, wherever we are in here, this is where I'm looking to stack shit. Right in here. And that's it, right? My plan's very simple right now. I'm not like thinking about short-term moves. So I want to let you guys know this. If you're here for like, look at like the 1 hour chart on an altcoin, you ain't going to be finding that here. You know what I mean? Even on Bitcoin, like I don't even want to talk about the 1 hour chart. It's so pointless in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, man, I'm focused on the weekly. I'm focused towards the big move. I'm not, at this point in the market, I'm not focused on the 1%, 2%, 3% moves. Like that's not why I'm in crypto. If I wanted those moves, I just invest in the stock market. If I wanted 3% pump, you know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit about that. I care about the big time frames. So even if the altcoin market was to come back down and test these lows again, maybe we get another 10% move down on the altcoin market, that's fine. What's 10% in the grand scheme of things? You know? So that's my favorite saying today, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, and then if Bitcoin somehow, some way wants to come down, I'll pick up some Bitcoin on dips, right? In, like I said, in 2023. But yeah, man, I told myself in 2019, I thought I did enough accumulating, and then I look back and I'm like, damn, dude, that was the best opportunity in the world. And I told myself this time I was not going to make that same mistake again, right? So that's what we get. Can we look at Sol, the 5-minute chart? Sol in the 5-minute? Oh, Lord. Andrew, I really don't want to look at that, man. You know I love you, Andrew, man. But like, I can't look at the Sol 5-minute chart, bro. That is just brutal, dude. The general grand scheme of things. Exactly. The general grand scheme of things. Clint said, I'm sitting in my air conditioning with people fanning me when I make eye contact. I'm not getting this hot, heat, humid problem. Weird. Clint, are you telling me you got people going with some nice fans? Lucky you, man. I'm proud of you, dude. I am super, super proud of you, man. How many cryptos will you hold? You done buying all alts? No. I told myself I was only going to buy like 10 altcoins this time, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, because like, there's a lot that I like. I have a lot on my potential buy list, but my thing is like, if there's an altcoin that I like, but it doesn't get to a place where I want to buy it, I just won't buy it because I know it doesn't matter. Like in the grand scheme of things, right? Whatever you buy, I mean, we make this too complicated sometimes, I think. Here's the thing I know about altcoins. Okay, now this is not always 100%. What I know about altcoins is typically new altcoins perform better than old altcoins. Once again, not always, but a lot of times that's true. So when I see a new project get launched, I do some research on it, right? But I want it at a cheap price. And I'm not going to FOMO into something that just 10x on launch. We're not going to do that. But if it's a new project that launches, it gets like, I kind of want this, man. And then I'm like, dude, I already got this many altcoins. I can't be doing that. But yeah, that's one of the things. Like, new altcoins typically perform better than old altcoins. I know no one likes to hear that because everyone falls in love with an old altcoin, and it just is what it is. Go look at 2019. Okay, go look at the top projects in the top 50 in crypto, and then go to 2021 and see what coins were actually in the top 50. Mostly new coins that came out in 2020, 2021, right? It's new shit. There's some few exceptions, you know, Cardano, Doge, right? But a lot of them didn't perform as good, right? XRP didn't perform as good. XLM didn't perform as good. EOS, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, all the 2017 coins did not perform very well. The only one that really did was like Doge and ADA. Those like the only two that did really, really good in both. Besides that, there ain't much, man. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe it's gonna be different this time. Maybe crypto's matured a little bit, and maybe you see some things do good again. But typically the new coins do better. That's why I'm big on OP. It's new, and it's on ETH. ARB, it's new. And there's some other ones I like. SDEX, it's a new DEX coin. It's a little bit lower cap, but I've been DCAing to that one. It's new. And there's some other ones I want to pick up too. Like, they're just not at the levels I want to pick them up yet at. You know what I mean? Like I Render is one that I want. So RNDR is one that I want. And this is a good example. Like, this is a perfect example of one that if it doesn't get to my levels, I'm just not going to buy it. But like Render, mooned in December, okay? Went from 40 cents to $3 in the middle of the bear market, right? I'm waiting for these retracement levels. If I don't get these retracement levels, I don't want this shit. You know what I mean? And maybe I miss it. Maybe I miss Render and Render goes to the moon without me. But that's okay. Why? Because there's 20,000 other altcoins out there that'll probably do just as well. You know? But I like Render, I want to start DCAing at like, preferably like 120. I want to start DCAing down from like 120, which I think we're going to get there on this one. It's about another 25% drop, but like this is one that pumps so much, it's just been slow bleeding for a while. So I think it'll get there. But this is a perfect example. Like, I'm not going to buy it up here just because I don't want to lose. The risk reward here is not great. But if it comes back down here, it's a little bit better. You know? Low caps become big caps. Yeah. RNDR, RNDT is a new project that I can give you a few projects that I like that I've actually done research on. And I've always said that like fundamentals don't really matter. They do for low caps because you need a little bit of a kickstart. You need a little bit of something to get people excited. So for low caps, it matters. I don't think it really matters for high caps, to be honest. But RNDT, I like this one. You can look into this one. Do your own research. Don't just buy it. Look at it. Alliance Block and XRA. Waiting for retracement levels. You actually just hit the 618 today. Nice. Got to start DCA into this one. And SDEX was the other one. But there's a few of them that I like, man. But like, yeah, this is the time we got to look at the ones you like, you know? Have you looked at farm? Nah, I haven't looked at farm, bro. I have not looked at farm. Mina. Andrew likes Mina? Nice, dude. There's so many, dude. There's so many you can find. Like it's now there's so many, dude. Like it's tough. It's tough, man. Volt Inu. I mean, anything with Inu at the end is you're sort of banking off of like meme, you know. Like even if it's not a meme coin, if you put Inu at the end, it's kind of a meme, you know, which is not bad. Like whatever, dude. There's nothing wrong with being a meme coin. It's just there's so many Inus now. Mike said, "Is Clint all right?" What's Clint saying? What the hell is Clint saying, man? What about AI? Yeah, dude. You know I'm big on AI. That's why I want render. You know what I mean? I just don't want to buy it where it is now. That's why I want to buy some render, but I want to buy it lower. I'm being a bottom dweller on render. I like render. I also like FET. But the problem with these is they pumped so hard in January on the initial AI hype. See, FET came down a good amount. I want to, like, FET, I also want some of this. But I missed the first pump. And that's okay. But, like if FET... What the frick is going on with the fib tool, man? Oh, it's the same thing that happened yesterday, and I was bitching about it. Here we go. Let's click on this. Let's get rid of these. Like FET. Let me just bring up the 702 0.65. There we go. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Okay, we can do this fib retracement tool. Yes. Here we go. You've actually already broken through there. But like FET, if the lower FET can get, man, that'd be nice. We can get FET like right in here. Right at this previous weekly order block, right in there, man. Right in there, man. Like, I'd be down, man. Because you know, I like AI. Now I'm already exposed to AI from stocks. You know, like, so I don't want to be too exposed to AI. I already own Palantir. Let's go, man. Shout out to Palantir. So,
Strap up.
shout out
We're
to the
going to the
Palantir
moon.
bros who I was telling about Palantir when it was at 10 freaking bucks. Shout out to you, fellas. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I'm already exposing them to AI through many stocks. Griff said I own 7% of my portfolio with Link and 6% Doge. I like Link too. Shit. I like Link. Link is the most undervalued altcoin. If we really want to go fundamentals, Link is the most undervalued. I'm holding 10 different digital assets. Nice for Hoopty, man. 10 different, man. But like, as much as I've been talking about altcoins recently, still know though, guys, most of my portfolio is in Bitcoin and ETH. So even though I'm DCAing altcoins, I always keep most of my portfolio in Bitcoin and ETH because it saves me from downside risk. You know? Stefan said Blur. Blur is a new coin. So like, I like Blur just because it's a new coin. And the new coins typically perform the best. But like, man, my problem with Blur is I can't find a good area where I want to get into this. It just keeps slow bleeding down. Like, where do I want to get into this? Maybe if you picked it up today at 27, that might actually not be that bad. You kind of swung failed this low. Where do I want to get Blur? You know what I mean? Like, that's my only problem with Blur. It's just like it's at a low, and I don't feel comfortable. I just don't feel comfortable buying Blur right here, man. There's something about this one. I don't feel comfortable with this one, man. I don't know why. I think it's just the chart because it has like no support here. You know? So you just don't know where this thing's going to end up at where it all is said and done. It just keeps, it just keeps getting rejected in here. at that. Just keeps getting rejected. Where does it end? Does it go lower? Does it have another stair step, right? It just keeps like dumping sideways, dumping sideways, dumping sideways. It's like a stair step to the downside. Where does it end on Blur? But it's new. It's a new crypto, man. And the new cryptos. The thing is, why does the new cryptos do better? Well, because what happens is, as they move up, they reach all-time highs faster, and then when they're at all-time highs, you get the retail that's like, oh my god, it's a price discovery. There's no resistance, you know. And so they a lot of times they get into those ones. And it also doesn't have bag holders. Like a big reason why the new coins do better too is because the old coins have bag holders, people who bought way higher. So the problem is with the old ones is if someone's been holding a coin since 2021 and the price gets back to where they were before, those people, a lot of times they'll sell just to break even. You know what I mean? Just to get out of the market. So like, we don't really have to worry about that with new coins because there ain't no bag holders, right? I don't know. There's so many different things, man. There's so many different things. Shit, dude. I own one of the upper steps. I love it, Mike. But, hey, listen, Mike. In the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, this upper step is probably going to look like a lower step at some point, man. You know what I mean? Like, this might look high here, but, like, that's nothing. Like, that's nothing, man. Like, this... like this is gonna look you won't even be able to see this price action when the market starts moving. Like this will look so small, like a nod log scale. Like it'll basically look like this. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be so irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. But anyways, I've been chatting my ass off tonight. Sorry guys. You know, I like to talk about a little bit about crypto even during the boring times, man. At least I try to. I think 45K, Wayne. Nice, Wayne. Teju bag holders. I hate that word. Scorpion says, take a shot when Jordan says grand scheme. Oh, there you go. There's another one. Grand scheme. It's Monday, guys, so it's 90 Day Fiance night tonight. 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if you guys watch 90 Day Fiance, but if you do, Gino! Gino! How could you do this? Oh, man. I don't know if you guys watch 90 Day Fiance, but if you do, you know. You know if you know. But yeah, it's 90 Day Fiance tonight. I need to figure out what snack I need. That's like the highlight of the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the highlight of the day today. It really is. It really is, man. It really is. You know what I'll say? Like, these boring times, like, even though they're, like, mind-numbingly boring, they're kind of peaceful in a way. It's like, it's kind of peaceful in a way. As in normally there's either some big fear or some big euphoria on the market. These boring times are pretty nice as far as peacefulness. You know what I mean? Like, the only people that are in here are the homies. Crypto Twitter's dead. Reddit's dead. Right? YouTube dead. You know what I mean? It's peaceful. Because I know that these boring times, once again, 2-week chart, if the 2-week closes where it's at right now, this is going to be the lowest 2-week volatility in Bitcoin's history. And we're already at the weekly, which is the tightest weekly Bollinger Bands in the history of Bitcoin. What I know about these boring time periods and the longer that they go on is the longer they go on, it's like a spring. You get tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And it's like a spring. Whichever way it breaks, it's a big move. So I don't know what it's going to be. All I can say is we're at an interesting level now. We just back tested the bottom weekly, the middle of the Bollinger Band, which historically, when we've done that, right, we held it here as support, we moved up, we held it here as support, long boring sideways period, we eventually moved up. Tight here, rejection, 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 rejection on the bottom side of the weekly Bollinger Band. Tight, move down because we were below the middle Bollinger Band. And then back here in 2016, which I think this is so much like right here, where we moved up, we back tested, moved up, we back tested, back tested, back tested, back tested, till we got super, super tight, and we eventually moved up. And you never really know what's going to be the cause of this, right? So it's definitely a peaceful time, and it makes, whenever we get a move, it makes that move even better because we went through this boring time, and you're going to get some dopamine, and it's going to be great, either if you're a bear or a bull, depending on what you are. It's going to be interesting, man. But something is a brewing here for Bitcoin, man, as we got, we drew this diamond pattern yesterday on the short-term time frames. If you really want to look at the short-term time frames, we're in no man's land, but we got a possible diamond pattern forming here. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because we were over here, we had a diamond pattern. The bears were screaming for the rooftops that we had a diamond pattern. You know what I mean? So, I bring the diamond pattern over here at the lows as we backtest the bull market support band, as we backtest the trend line that we've held 3 times, right? And something is a brewing behind the scenes, man. We just don't know. Us little retail plebs just don't know what the frick's going on, man. Crypto Shock! Shout out to Crypto Shock, man. You're the homie, bro. You know what we need a little bit for Crypto Shock, bro? It's a great day, man. See, the market's boring, but it's peaceful. I love it, man. Give me more of this. I will take a couple more months of this. I don't know if you guys are like, no, please, no. I will take a couple more months of this shit. You know what I mean? Let Bitcoin go sideways. I don't think it's going to happen. That's the thing. I don't think we're going to go sideways for much longer. But I also wouldn't be opposed of Bitcoin just like slowly going like sideways and slightly down. Altcoins like slow bleeding. I wouldn't mind that. I just don't think it's going to happen. But Crypto Shock, man.
Happy and clapping.
You know what we need.
Clapping, 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 clapping.
Shout out to Crypto Shock, man. You're the homie, bro. Well, you guys are all the homies, man. But especially Crypto Shock. Crypto Shock's the real homie, man. All right. Anything else moving? Not really. Not really, fellas. I'm not surprised, though. Stock market futures flat. Dollar flat. Nothing crazy happening after hours today. Biggest moves after hours, I believe. I don't think it's going to show it, man. Palantir. I just want to look because they had earnings today. See if it shows it. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it does show it. Palantir after hours, 1837. Actually, not a huge move. All things considered, we're talking about a 2% move up. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to move a little bit higher for your boy, man. Let's get this shit rolling, bro. But, yeah, so we got this. Earnings for the stock market ended up not being bad. I mean, the bears were talking about how the economy was going to be horrible, this and that. We had GDP that went up. And a lot of the earnings for the big companies did very, very well. Some of them not great, but most of them did pretty well. So it was a pretty good earnings season, man. Pretty good earnings season, bro. Every time I try to get out, they keep sucking me back in. Wayne, where you going, man? Where you going, Wayne? Oh, ETH. Let's go check on ETH. There's not too much to say about ETH other than look at ETH. Look at ETH here. I think this is the most interesting thing on ETH here. Is I don't know why I got all messed up like that. There we go. ETH just kind of making, and we sort of talked about this a few times, but just kind of making higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And also just kind of getting rejected at the top side, right? So 2K, 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 4 times resistance in there. And something's gonna give. We sort of been looking at this and saying, okay, ETH hasn't really actually tested that trend line yet. I kind of wanted to do it. Like Bitcoin has, but ETH hasn't done it. Pretty close, depending on how you want to draw this. Probably draw it like this. There we go. We're not there yet, but something's gonna give here soon, man. But like I said, whether you're a bull or a bear, like, you know, I think at this point, you kind of picked a side, and you gotta kind of hedge your bets one way or the other, whatever you are. Something's got to give here for ETH, like by October-ish, which is about 2 months, right? So ETH could still technically go sideways for another 2 months without breaking out of this pattern. But this is like upward sloping ascending triangle, which is typically a bullish pattern, even though I'm not really a pattern guy, but it's there. So it's there. You know, so if you are a pattern guy, and I guess the biggest thing I say about Ethereum is the weekly money flow, which is one of the only coins that actually had this weekly money flow actually flip positive. And if you take a look at Bitcoin, ETH's history, right? So we obviously had, you guys can see the weekly money flow flipped positive right there. Right, that was right in the end of June, you flipped positive. It's like a month ago. Last time ETH money flow flipped positive was right here back in January of 2020. Obviously, we were here. We moved up. We had the COVID crash. But it was basically here, which was right near the lows, right? We had that weekly money flow flip. So it'll be interesting, man. This is definitely something that is brewing for something too, just like Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time, right? So all we can do is wait and sort of twiddle our thumbs, right, until we get some type of move. And just be okay with sideways. Like I've kind of come into peace with the sideways action. It's like I said, it's slightly peaceful, and honestly gives me more time to, like, I'm cool with Bitcoin going sideways because it honestly, like, you get little 1% moves down on the altcoins each day, and you know, you get some better opportunities over the next couple months. So it's nice, man. It's peaceful. It's nice. And the peaceful times are always better before the manic times where you're sort of just, you sort of have no time. You know what I mean? Because you're just always looking at a screen or whatever. Right now is perfect time to just maybe do some research, but like, don't be looking at charts all the time because it's sort of pointless, you know? What's with the pulled pork tonight? Oh, man. I don't think I'm actually going to get pulled pork. I was thinking about it. What should Jordan get for a snack? It doesn't have to be a snack. It can be a meal, too. Most of the times, my snacks are meals. So, like, yeah. Or a pizza. Sometimes I say I'm going to get a snack, and I end up getting a full, large pepperoni or DiGiorno pizza. The rising crust one, not the small one. I'm going to get a snack and I eat a 2,000 calorie pizza. What should Jordan get for a snack or meal? It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a snack. What should Jordan get, man? It can be literally anything, man. I need some options. John wants me to get pizza. I mean, I could eat pizza every day. No, I couldn't. I actually take that back. I could eat pizza maybe 3 times a week. Pump song for LPT, said Teju. I don't hold any. LPT. By the way, Bitcoin, we got the daily close coming up in 10 minutes. You're actually going to close this daily pretty good. I can't get too pumped for candlesticks right now, though, because you guys remember this candlestick. You know what I mean? Like, remember this candlestick on August 1st? Where, like, it was, like, the best looking daily in the world? Like, beautiful daily candle. No wick on the top, huge wick on the bottom, nice girthy green candle. And then the next day you just rocked back to the downside. So I can't get too pumped on candlestick patterns right now, just because you're just in such a tight range where it's tomorrow it just can just poop down, and the price action just so not clean. It's just nasty. It's disgusting and putrid price action. But if there was ever a time for one of these candles to pop up, it would be when we back tested this trend line, right? All right, LPT for Teju, man, because Teju is also the homie. You know what I'm saying? LPT. Teju. If you bought it at the low, I'm going to play it for you, man. You know what I mean? You got to promise me you bought it at the low and you didn't FOMO. All right? It's you got to promise me that. You got to promise me. Okay? But if you did, nice. Teju's a smart guy. I think he did. I think he did. Nice, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Nice little weekly there. If you picked it up at you picked it up like sub $4. I mean, now you're probably sitting pretty good and just chilling now. You probably I mean, you maybe not exactly like chilling into like, oh, I don't have to even look at this anymore. But nice little cushion there now. Right? If you bought it sub 4, 33% cushion. It's a nice little cushion. I'll take that. I'll take that nice little cushion all day. J Star said, I love this channel. I love you, man. Honestly, like I got like the channel's been sort of subpar lately, man. Listen, like I'm always honest. My channel is always the best when the market's doing something, whether it's a dump or a pump. It's always the best times, right? It sucks when it's boring. But you know, I feel like this is when we get close, and this is when we I can really see who's in the market for the market, right? Every one of you guys that names I see in the chat, I know you guys you're in this for the real game. You ain't in this for the quick cash or you know, coming in when the market's hot, you know. And that's always one thing that's good, you know. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frank Fractal, man. Can't wait for Cam Fam during the bull. Yeah, I mean during the bull I'll probably do maybe like a one a month Cam Fam episode, man. Because once again, the Cam Fam episodes, that's always something that does a little bit better in the bull market too, you know. We make some Wojak with horse guy videos. Those are always the good ones. Those are always fun to make. All right. Besides that, OP just keeps rocking, man. We're at 180 on OP. Where will OP go? Well, if we're just looking at the weekly, OP, man. Always a good one, man. Something tells me it's going to top out right here. Right in this zone right there. Probably gets a short-term top right there. Oh, Pizzle. Won't be surprised if it comes up and tags like $2 and then gets a pullback. But like, yeah, OP is blasting, bro. You know, you talk about optimism, like a freaking out the woodwork. Yeah. Anyways, I'm in it for the free punch and pie. Shout out to Brent. He's in it for the free punch and pie. I'm in it for the free General Gao's chicken and pork fried rice. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to troll. Judge, you got to do what you got to do, man. If trolling gets you through the bear, just troll, bro. You know, like you said, I don't care if you guys troll me, man. I've seen every troll in the book. I've seen every troll in the book, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe Horse Guy Adventures in Search of Bob and Jabba. Yeah, that would be a good one, Mike. That would be a good one, man. No, well, I'll definitely start doing some Cam Fam episodes. Not right now. It's not right now. But I think if the market starts picking back up again, maybe I'll start making like, you know, I don't want to overpromise because I tend to do that a lot. But maybe like, you know, one cam fam episode a month, I think is pretty realistic. You know, I don't want to overpromise. And the longer I take on them, the better they can be. You know? But those are fun to make, man. Those are fun to make. They're stupid. So it's fun to make those. Handleton said I'm long on VPAD. Oh, Handleton, no. Don't tell me you're long on VPAD, man. Oh my God. Please tell me you're not long on VPAD. I don't want anything, like, even if VPAD's like the greatest thing in the world, I don't want anything to do with this, bro. I don't want nothing to do with this thing. Excuse me. I don't want anything to do with this thing. You know? This was just like one of the biggest... Oh, man. This was one of those forgotten things that people forget about. Like I said, I don't forget about this stuff. But yeah, I don't want anything to do with that, man. You know what I mean? I'll pass. Do an alts episode. Goodbyes for Bull. Yeah, we could do some of that. I think the problem with those is I don't like I used to make those back in like 2020 before the last bull. The problem, I don't really want to do that because people just have such a short-term mindset and it's just annoying. You know what I mean? Like I could make a video and talk about the weekly chart. You know what I mean? And be like, I really like this coin on the weekly chart. I think, it's showing accumulation on the weekly, right? And I'm going to start DCAing here. But like the problem is if you have this one day, like you start DCAing, it goes up a little bit, and then you have a day it dumps like 5%. You just get annoying people, man. That just have no patience. That's my only problem with like the altcoin videos. But they're always good to. I always like to go back and look at some of the comments that back in 2020. Those are always the best comments, man. So maybe I will, just so I can go back and look at the comments from 2023 from the same way. You know what I mean? Maybe we can start doing that. So that. But I've told you guys which ones I like. OP. Basically, Optimism, Chainlink, Arbitrum, SDEX, PYR, Rose, Uniswap, SHIB because I like the charter SHIB. I actually think it, fundamentals wise, like Shibarium could be actually something pretty interesting. Hold some XRP, not a huge bag, but XRP. Ones I want to buy, Render, and then small caps. I've been doing a lot of small cap research, man. NXRA, RDNT, a lot of small caps, man. But yeah, but once again, I always want to remind you, majority of my portfolio stays in Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like I'm not this DJing going 100% on altcoins, right? I always want to remind you that because people are always like, "Oh my God, like what are you doing?" No. We're always holding mostly Bitcoin and ETH. By mostly, we'll try to keep it 70. If it's bearish time for altcoins, it might go up to 75, 80%. If altcoins get a random pump, it might go down a little bit. But generally, like, try to keep the portfolio mostly Bitcoin and ETH, ICP? ICUP, Brett. ICP, I think, got a bad rep because of when it came out. It came out at the worst time. And everyone just likes to shit on it because of that. Including me. But ICP, I don't know, man. Like, it's interesting. The chart's not bad. I think, if you just look at this as this is your accumulation range, you got your accumulation lows, you got your accumulation highs. We'll just call this the accumulation highs. If I really liked ICP, I'd just be trying to buy at the bottom of that range. At the bottom of the range. But specifically, what would be the best is like for this one, yeah, Wyckoff, you would want to break the low, come back in. Oh yeah, then it'll be looking really juicy. But you haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's close to this low. And if you really want to be like a true bottom dweller, which sometimes I'm a bottom dweller, wait for a break of this, and then a reclaim. And then you can be like a little bit more confident and be like, okay, I'm in here. Then I'm going to play this back up, you know? Which something like this might actually be a little bit more logical. Shit, you might get something like this, you know? Something like this wouldn't surprise me, actually. ICP going to be a big one? Let's go, Brett. I don't know much about fundamentals in ICP, so I'm not going to comment too much on it. I have never really dug deep into ICP. But it's also one of those that hasn't been through a bull market. Right? I mean, it was like the end of 2021. It went up a little bit, but hasn't been through a bull market. So, but I think you got a lot of bag holders on ICP. The problem is it came out at the top of the bull market, so you got a lot of bag holders. People who bought at 50, 60, 70, 40, 30, right? So as you move up, all those bag holders are going to be taking profits as they break even just to get out, you know? So there's a lot of resistance, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if someone's bullish, it's gonna be bullish. Oh, Brett said we need a spring. We do need a spring, man. We might get a little spring in here, dude. But if you get a little spring, shit, let's do it. Let's do it. Drew, what range you want to scoop some render? I want to scoop render right here. Just I really wish it can go to 85 cents. I just don't know if it's going to. It might get that low. Shit. It might get that low, man. I said I would start DCAing at 120, which I'll start DCAing at 120, right? And then as it sort of gets lower, then I would love if it came to the 786, back tested these breakout highs. That would be perfect, man. Come down here. You would do a little something like that. But yeah, I think render's gonna make it down there, man. It's been slow bleeding. It pumped so much in January. Let's get that little retracement, and then we can come back up, almost like a big W here. You know, you get the first move, you get the first low, boom, come up. You get the retracements, boom. You make some type of second low, and then we can try to make our way back up. But yeah, dude, if I get an 85 cent render, which I may not get, you know what I mean? We'll see. But I think this one will make it down there. I think that one will make it down there. Hope it will. You know what I mean? Wayne! Bitcoin's pumping. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit, man. Let's see it. Bitcoin pumping right now. Oh, it's the daily close, fellas. You didn't remind me. Come on, man.
It's the daily close.
It's the daily close, fellas. It's the daily close, fellas. Here we go. Let's do this.
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Found her with another man.
Best song, by the way. Get me ready for
I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true. Nothing but
Daily close.
loser. I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed. Wondering how much lower can I go? Even though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain
I'm just
upon.
jamming out to that song, man. You guys just watching me jam out to that song. All right. Spencer said render is the same chart as Bitcoin's bottom back in 2015, 2016. Look at it, my man. Let's look at render, man. Same bottom as 2015 and 2016. So if it's the same bottom, what should I assume is that if we go to the weekly chart, let's go back over here, 2015, 2016. So you're telling me it's like this, and renders like this. Let's see. Okay, so Brett, or Spencer, if this is true, if I bring up the bull market support band, render should be sitting on top of the bull market support band right now. Or maybe not right now, but it should be above it if it's like Bitcoin. Because see, Bitcoin 2015, 2016, you made a big spike, came up, made a higher highs on the weekly close, dumped back down to the bull market support band, right? So you came up, came back down, came back up, higher high on the weekly close. So now, let's bring up the bull market support band real quick. See, this is where it slightly differs. As Bitcoin here held important moving averages, right? And bounced. Whereas render here, you held it initially, you tried to bounce, and then you kind of just dump right through. That doesn't mean it can't, like, I mean, if you look at this, that doesn't mean like you can't still just maybe go into the 618 and bounce. Something like this. But there's a little bit of a difference, but not to the point where it's like too different just yet. But I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're putting down. I can definitely see what you're putting down, man. Like the back test, this structure here looks the same. You got a dip. The problem you have now is render just kind of keeps on dipping, whereas Bitcoin bounced right here. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I think you might get a little bit lower to go on this one. But I like it if it comes to these retracement levels, which is not that far away. So listen, let's get this shit, man. Everyone reminded you? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about what I wanted for a snack. That's typical me, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we get during these times. Jordan talks about snacks. You know? That's what we got, guys. Anyways, Bitcoin is back up to 29.3, which is not like a crazy level. I'm interested to see if we stay in this like wedge until Thursday, CPI day, or if we get some type of movement before. We are back above that 200 EMA, so like this is where we struggled so much in the short-term time frames. In the short term, like look, rejection, rejection, rejection. Fake out, breakout, rejection, 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 rejection. Look how many times we got rejected off the 200 1-hour EMA, man. It's crazy. Here we are again. Will this be another fake out? You know what I mean? We've spiked above this so many times. We haven't been able to hold it. I mean, it's crazy. So here we are again. I'm pretty sure we maybe got like a little 4-hour bullish divergence coming in here. Yeah. A little 4-hour bullish divergence. But can we hold it, or will we falter again? That is the question. The big diamond pattern that is forming here, man. The diamond reversal. This time, we got the diamond at the low, not the high. We'll see, fellas. We shall see. Audio's making a move. Let's go check out Audius. Audius is one that I used to like. I like the project. It's just, let's see. Interesting, man. Let me get rid of this. Let me go to the daily. The daily time frame. Oh, yeah. Get a nice little move. We'll take it. We'll take it. Play a little pump song. But you did... weekly. What I'm hoping for this one is you can finally get some traction in the big time frames here. Just draw a range. Boop. Range highs. Range lows. Boop. We got our bull bear market range here. Right? Highs, lows, highs, lows. You know, so if we're playing the damn range, you're at the bottom of the range. You're looking for the top of the range. If we're just playing the range. You know? But you do got one retrace, higher low. It's your first higher low in this whole bear market, actually, on the weekly. It's a good sign. Let's bring out the... What the... Money flow. Money flow is not all the way up yet, but money flow is starting to come up on the weekly, too. I want to see these money flows start flipping on the altcoins. We've seen it for Bitcoin and ETH. We haven't seen it for the altcoin market yet. But they're slowly creeping back up there on money flow on the weekly. But you got nice little range there at the lows. We'll take it. You got to start somewhere, you know? I'm reading the chat right now. Double pump song echo? Oh, shit. My bad, guys. I had the, I forgot to turn off something. My bad, guys. Shit. You know? It's the bear market, guys. We had to fire the producer, you know? So it's just a one-man crew now. You know? I got back from McDonald's. We fired the producer. It used to be me and the producer, man. He used to make sure the audio was good. All that, but it's just me now. It's crazy, dude. All right, guys. I'm calling it, bro. Let's see where Bitcoin can get to. Okay, today's green, right? But, you know, obviously tomorrow could be the opposite. Let's see. We gotta see now, because now we've done what we needed to do. We've gone sideways long enough to hit this trend line and the bull market support band. Okay, so now over the course of this week is going to be the test where can we get some type of narrative or something that can get us to bounce from this trend line, like we've seen many narratives of DCG collapse, banking crisis, Binance Coinbase sued, and here we are at that trend line again with no news. Will we get some type of news this week? Would not surprise me whatsoever. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. I don't know what we get for a snack. I think I might go with a pizza. And I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to watch 90 Day Fiancé. Don't spend too much time on the charts. There really isn't a reason to. Set some alerts if you really had to, but I don't think any... I really don't think much will happen. Just set some damn alerts, man. If it breaks this, okay, cool. You'll make a little noise on your computer. Then you can come running and say, woohoo! Chances are you ain't going to hear any noise. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you're a Bitcoin maxi, patience is the name of the game. Altcoins, find charts, fundamentals, pump-a-metals, teams that you like. If you're not ready to buy yet, that's fine. But just make sure you got a list of the ones that you are ready to rock and roll with when they get to your levels. All right? I'm out of here. Peace. Catch you guys later. Don't panic sell your crypto to BlackRock. Please don't panic sell your crypto to BlackRock. And please don't panic sell your crypto to BlackRock. Peace! Later!